This will be the completion of the third lap. The tracker, however, says he isn't in the top 24. The third lap is 2:23.7, so it was his best lap, 2:23.704.
So just as you're talking about kind of predicting and feeling where that car is going to go, get ahead of it.
But now he's...
Sounded like he was out of it,
I
didn't
think he's backed off.
Yeah, he is. There's his...
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Too bad. Big disappointment for John Andretti and also for Michael Andretti. He's talking with his son Marco about the run that was just aborted. There was Michael's reaction to the 3 laps turned in by John Andretti. All right, a little more than a half hour to go in segment number 1. Townsend Bell is already qualified, but he may be going out again. Stay with us for more. Back at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on pole day with just about a half hour remaining in segment number 1. Track will be closed from 4 to 4:30. There's Alex Lloyd, who is next in line. On the racetrack right now is Townsend Bell, who has withdrawn his speed, and I don't know whether this is a good move or not. We will see. But Alex, we have others back there that are in line to possibly take a run at it here in the next half hour. Paul Tracy is back in the race right now as Townsend Bell goes again.
Yeah, and that was Power we saw on the line right back there, so he's going to try and get for that P1.
He ran a 2:27 a few minutes ago, remember?
So what Townsend's thinking, what Townsend Bell's thinking here, he hasn't done a 2:25 lap today from looking at the board, but obviously what they're hoping to say, okay, maybe let's throw some stickers on it. Maybe they just made some subtle adjustments, and they're vying to get in that top 9 spot. That's what they're trying to do, because he was silently in this top 24. He's withdrawn that, so there's a gamble here.
Lindy standing by as Townsend wiggles in turn 1 with Sam Schmidt, one of the co-owners of the car.
All right, Sam, so we've talked, and this is a pretty risky move. So what are you thinking at this point?
Well, you know, we've got a car and a driver capable of starting in the top probably 11 or 12, and with the lineup going in the way it is and the conditions the way they are, frankly, we were afraid of getting bumped out of the top 24, let alone, you know, being there. Plus, with what he just ran that last test session, the last time we did a simulated deal, it could put him 11th or 12th, and with the lack of opportunity to pass on race day, that track position is really important.
Yeah, so what speed are you looking for out of him here?
2:25 or better.
Thanks, Sam.
Or lap average.
Thank you.
You're getting it, too. Nice first lap at 2:25.5, so there is the 25, and he is really impressed. Oh, he slipped back here.
Yeah, and we saw that wiggle that first time by. That's when I says, wow, why do you make do that? And Sam even said, he said, you know, I thought I heard him say we'd be happy with top 24, just getting into there to focus on the race, but track position, he talked about the importance of track position and where you start and how it's tough to pass here come race day with all the air swirling around. So
drops down to 2:24.7 on his second lap, so a 2:25.5 and a 2:24.7, the 2 laps for Townsend Bell, but he is right now on the cusp. Tracker shows him in 9th.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Actually, he's speeding up.
Is he?
Yeah, that was a good turn 1 and 2, so he's keeping this thing alive. If he has these 2 corners strung together, he'll be back in the 2:25s again.
4th place finisher at Indianapolis last year, off the 4th corner to take the white flag. 1 to go for Townsend Bell. This is an important lap. Third and 2:25 again. 3:17. 2 laps above 2:25 for Townsend.
How about that?
Yeah.
Now, the one guy that's getting more excited than we are is Ed Carpenter. Maybe not the same way we are.
Yeah. That's right. Ed would be bumped out of the top 9 should this run go to its conclusion at the speed that it has been.
And he's right at the edge. He's right teetering at 2:25.0, maybe 2:24.9. But you see that tracker is staying at 9. If the tracker stays at 9, this is going to be a huge win for Townsend Bell.
Let's see. Lap 4, 2:24.813. He didn't do it. 2:25.097. He is P10.
Well, the last corner.
Well,
How about that?
he moved up, but didn't get the job accomplished that he wanted to, and that is moving up into the top 9.
Ed Carpenter is doing the dance.
A for effort.
Back in a moment. 25.5 minutes set to go in this first period of qualifying. There are a lot of cars in line. We have a car on the racetrack, and Will Power is next in line. He currently is P4, trying to grab P1. You can see the other cars that are also in line. Anna Beatrice is there. So we should have a full 25 minutes now of qualifying until the track closes at 4 o'clock. And then a half-hour break, and we'll shoot it out for the pole. Alex Lloyd on the racetrack for his second attempt today.
You saw that Briscoe was in the line too. So we got some heavy hitters yet to go.
And we talked about, since Bell was so close with getting that top 9, does he try and get back in the line? But if he does, the line we just saw is too long for him to get in and get another shot at it anyhow.
First lap only 223, so this isn't going to make it.
Second one 223.4.
One of 2 cars from the Dale Coyne stable. Second lap 223.4. The first one was 223.2. Alex Lloyd in turn 4, coming down for the white flag.
Pretty consistent. Should be another 223.4. And it is 223.457.
He needs a 223.929 to bump out A.J. Foyt IV from the top 24.
Yeah, he would need a 225.5 on the last lap. But no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yep, unless he's got some nitro on board there, a special little button.
Well, the interesting thing is Will Power apparently going to withdraw his previously posted speed to take another crack at it. Checkered flag waves for Alex Lloyd, but he does not make the top 24.
So Power, is that all about just getting a sense of the balance for what the track's going to be like when the segment starts for the shootout at the pole at 4:30? Or
Roger Penske talking to Eric Cowden, who of course is the engineer for Ryan Briscoe.
Power indeed has withdrawn his speed and is on the track trying to improve from P4. His teammate Elio Castroneves is currently P1 at 226.668.
Hey, here's the thing. If you had all 3 of your cars, 1, 2, 3, and you get the first selection, as a team owner, you can put whatever driver you want in whatever those spots. So when you're thinking, wait a minute, you don't want to bump your teammate? If it's a team car, I don't think it makes any difference. In other words, if
it's a team choice, it's not going to just Elio's car or Will's car. It's a team effort.
If you really wanted to, I believe, we'll check that, but you as an owner get that spot. Yeah. And I suppose you could put the 3 wherever you want them. So in other words, I don't think he's afraid about him bumping Elio.
And since he's on Briscoe's car, he's going to say, okay, I'm going to put Briscoe. That being Roger being that.
As much as I hate to admit it, Jan, you're right.
Whoa,
really,
wait a minute.
It comes
Mark
down
that.
for the green. Think about it. If Briscoe, if all these guys can get there and they get their choices, they can either pit together or pit in a position where they got an easy in or an easy out. This is all about pit selection today.
Yes, it is.
Well, the green flag comes out, and Will Power begins his second run this afternoon.
Now his warm-up was only 219 only. Of course, that doesn't pay any money, but that is significantly slower than others have been warming up. Now, sometimes you do that to save the sweet spot on the tires.
Yeah, you don't lean on that right front tire too hard on that first lap.
Lap number 1 about to be completed for Will Power. It's a 226.362.